I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to my sponsor, P2 Collectibles and Gem Mint Sports Cards, located at 204 East McGalliard Road here in Muncie, Indiana. So next time you're here in Muncie, let us know. Come give us a visit. Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Alex from Plus 3 TCG coming at you with another deck profile. We're just going to be looking at Invoked Zombies. Very fun deck. Kind of normal summon reliant. Not kind of normal summon reliant. Very normal summon reliant, but that is why we are playing Brilliant Fusion in the deck. Now, the zombie lineup is pretty standard. We're just looking at 3 Solitaire, 1 card Omega, 2 Unizombie. You really don't want to draw into this card. You're just trying to search it out with Solitaire, or Special Alert from deck with Solitaire. And then to replace the third one, we are just playing Gozuki. And to wrap up the lineup of the zombies, we are playing 3 Mizuki, as usual. This card can be bricky, but it is less bricky than Unizombie because you really not want to normal summon that and a Solitaire. 3 Aleister, also very standard. You're just trying to see this card in your first hand. Searches out Invoked, or Invocation. Well, I guess your last zombie here. 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Ogre, Max C, all very standard for hand traps right now. And then the cards that you kind of have to play. These are your Brilliant Fusion targets. I like to play these, obviously, if there are no light targets. That's the monster lineup. Then we have 3 Terraforming. Obviously, this card is searching out the best field spell in your deck. Magical Meltdown. Hallelujah, this card is so good. Then, 2 Invocation. I guess you could play 1 if you wanted to, but I think that's a little too risky. Same thing with playing 1 Garnet. And then the Wonder Wand for the Invoked, or Aleister, I should say. Because this gets you more cards, which is obviously ideal. Then I'm playing 3 Brilliant Fusion. 1 Foolish to send the stuff that you need, mainly being the zombies. 1 Soul Charge as a bomb, because this card mid to late game, or even first turn really, is insane. Twin Twister and Raigeki to clear shit. This is obviously for back row. This problem, or the deck doesn't really have a problem with back row, it's just kind of there for like rogue shit. And then for the traps, Solemn Scolding, because this is the only trap you're playing in the 40 card deck. And you can afford the 3K, because that and Mechaba or this, Mechaba, and Omega is obviously insane. Now, the extra deck. 2 Mechaba because Negation. Raijin because the Book of Moon effect is really relevant. You can only get it out naturally if you get out Tornado Dragon or if your opponent plays Wind Monster, so you're not really getting this out too much. You can get out Purgatrio to go for game, which I guess is kind of cool, but it doesn't happen too often. Magelenica, I guess, for the zombie stuff, but you don't want to banish your zombie stuff too much. You're obviously trying to go for your opponents. But you can banish Seraph Knight, which is alright, because that's getting in the grave really quick. There's your fusion monsters. 2 Omega, pretty standard in zombies, and it's really easy to make turn 1. Well, actually not without instant fusion anymore. It's kind of hard to make, but Seraph Knight and a Solitaire, that's 2 Omega. Pretty easy to make, or you can just go Void over Omega. Lots of options for your synchros, both the black roses, just because board wipes and being able to play around big monsters. Eggsy, the Zoo combo. I guess I call it the Zoo combo just because I really like being able to make Dryden, because you're making Broad Bull with 2 material and then overlaying it. So Dryden has 3 material to pop face-up stuff on. So 3 turns. You don't make it a ton, but I guess as a first turn board you can make this, like Omega and Dryden, which isn't terrible. Or Omega and Tornado Dragon, or Omega and Beast Dweller. Really, you're just trying to make Omega, and if you don't see the Aleister, then you can have other rank 4 stuff to go into. And that is the Zombie Invoke deck. Pretty fun. Like I said, kind of normal reliant, but that's alright, y'all. We don't always have to play the most competitive decks. We don't always have to play the most consistent, insane boards, but this does crank out some insane boards, just not as consistently as some of the meta. And that's alright, y'all. This is Alex from Plus 3 TCG signing out.